G'day, MrBuzZz here. This is my extended version of my first real-life graffiti piece. You can hear some of the rattles and me talking occasionally. Now, a lot of it is sped up footage, but I do use different camera angles. Get interrupted by animals, which I don't really want getting paint on them. Majority of the cans used in this piece are iron though. I do use a Montana Hardcore for the outline. I've also used Australian Export for the background, and I use a couple of pocket size cans and the transparent 94. You can see there's a whole bunch of dust. I am wearing a mask at this point. I started off without it and realised I was getting a face full of purple. So I put the mask on. Once I finished the fill-in, I decided I'm only going to be, sort of doing short bursts of paint. So I took the mask off, but while I was editing, I did notice that there was a lot of cloud coming back in my direction, so I think in future I will be wearing the mask.
It's the first one too, isn't it?
That's the first layer done of purple.
Test whether some of these are still blocked or not. Yeah, and then I'm going to have to grab another one. So, oops. Obviously not blocked.
I have done a little bit of practice with the cans and some different caps, and I've realised a few of them were blocked. So I had them soaking in alcohol, and I was trying to get as many unblocked as I could, and thankfully this pink dot, as you saw, was not blocked. It's not exactly what I was looking for.
Not exactly sure if that's what I'm looking for.
With the highlights or the fill-in design, but my first attempt I had decided that this was good enough.
I guess I know. Yellow. So, I actually do have to check this one up.
I wasn't expecting that much paint to come out and to be such a solid line. I wanted it to be a bit more dusty than that. But I pressed on and decided doing lines and then dusting it back. might be the idea. The can just a little bit further away from the canvas. I was able to fade it in a little bit and come back into some of the lower areas which I didn't put the yellow lines on. But even though I did want the highlight on them, I just wanted it dusty on the bottom. I wanted my light source to seemingly come from the top. I've never used the ghost cap before, so doing a drop shadow with a ghost cap, probably not a good idea. So I switch over to a level 1 Montana. Have more control. I do have a large selection of caps to use, and I've got too many to choose from. I do like the Montana level 1, I have to say.
Level 1.
Now comes the time to do my black outline. That was going to be my first letter outline. And of course, the first letter that I'm doing, I completely fuck up. As you can see, I've got lines going across where they shouldn't be. The down there that I'm doing doesn't match up with the bottom bit. And I just cut off too much of the yellow. But it's okay, I press on. And I've confused myself at this point as to where my letters are actually supposed to go. I have a really bad habit, if you know me, of overlapping certain letters. Especially letters that shouldn't overlap. And it confused me for a second. So I did have to come back and fix up this second Z. At this point, of course, I've realized the mistakes I've made with my outline. But I'm deciding to press on, do the shading. This is a transparent grey. I am using a ghost fat cap for the transparent grey application. It may be a bit thick in some areas, but because it's transparent, it was obviously a bit hard to tell where it was sometimes. Now comes the Montana hardcore. UFO green, that's what I'll be using for the outline. That's my pocket. And for some of the details on the back. When you see me throw my arms up like that, it means I'm frustrated. Now comes the shine and the highlights with the white.
White? I don't have a white. I don't have a white. Oh no.
yeah, I had to run off there and grab a little can of white, which created two problems. I didn't shake it very well, and the wind started to pick up, which made it kind of difficult to spray the white. Just some blurry bits, and we're done.
That looks awesome, Pete!
It's not that good.
It looks really good.
I think that's about it.
No, the colours turned out really, really good.
There we go. My first one anyway. Recording or not? There's a few mistakes, a few fuck-ups, but that's my first piece, real life.
And thanks for watching. If you did like this, smash that like button. I'd appreciate that. Woo!
Before. Yeah. Do this again.
Have a good one. See ya!